I have a hard time deciding which I liked more about our weekend camping trip to Warren Dunes State Park. The spectacular spring woodland wildflower display that was all around us as we hiked and camped in this state park? Or was it watching an awesome Lake Michigan sunset on a mostly deserted beach? If you've ever visited Warren Dunes at the height of the summer season, you'll know why a mostly deserted beach is a unique experience for this state park. Because of its location just 12 miles north of the Indiana border and being only 90 minutes from Chicago, this state park is one of the most convenient camping places in the Midwest and one of Michigan's most popular state parks, with more than 1.5 million visitors annually. However, the parking area between the expansive beach and the tall dunes is huge, and even in the height of the summer, it doesn't feel crowded with 3 miles of shoreline to spread out. But be warned, cars sometimes line up here for more than a mile to get in on a busy summer weekend. The beach and dunes is what attracts most folks to visit and camp in this 1,952-acre park with more than 3 miles of Lake Michigan shoreline. The dunes rise more than 200 feet above Lake Michigan, and some folks even hang glide off these towering hills of sand. We unfortunately didn't get to see any hang gliders, but did marvel at the sight of seeing the top of the Chicago skyline peeking above the waters of Lake Michigan, and watching what looked like tiny people climbing the tall dunes. The climb up these dunes is tiring, so please take your time and enjoy running back down. Although this is one of Michigan's busiest state parks, it's still pretty easy to get away from the crowds by heading north along the shoreline, or just putting on some shoes and enjoying some of the park's 6 miles of hiking trails through forests and dunes. Although there are trails throughout the park, with some starting by the northern end of the main parking lot, the northern section of the park has most of the trail system and is also a dedicated and protected natural area. In fact, the visionary namesake for this park, Edward Warren, bought this land in the late 1800s to protect it because he foresaw a day when the rapid industrial development around Chicago and in northern Indiana would make preserving these lands a great benefit and value to people as a place of retirement and recreations, as he put it. And he not only bought the tracts of land to preserve, but also encouraged other landowners to manage their lands for preservation in their natural state for the future generations. It is thanks to Edward Warren that we have both Warren Woods and Warren Dunes State Park today to swim, hike, birdwatch, hang glide, and camp in. There are 2 campgrounds at Warren Dunes and an organizational campsite for groups. As you enter the park entrance and turn north, the first campground you will come to is Mount Randall, which is the modern campground with electrical service and plumbed bathrooms. A little further along, you will reach Hildebrandt, which is a semi-modern campground designed for camping with tents. It offers no electrical service and only has pit toilets, although campers are welcome to use the modern bathroom facilities at the Mount Randall campground. They also have several small cabins in the park that you can rent. Although the campgrounds are very nice and in a natural setting, they are also located along the eastern border of the park, which is along the Red Arrow Highway. This gives the campground a bit of road noise. The Hildebrandt is especially close to the Red Arrow, and you can even see some cars through the trees. There are 200 modern campsites and 30 rustic ones in the park. The modern campground also has a nice playground for families with kids. This is a very popular park and campground, so we recommend making reservations online before heading to camp. We will include a link for the reservation system in our video description. If you forget something at home, don't worry. They have a nice little store by the modern campground where you can also pick up firewood and some souvenirs. Besides the convenient little store, the Mount Randall campground also has more of a buffer between it and the highway. So, even those tenting may want to stay in the modern campsite instead of Hildebrandt. And if you camp on the western side of the modern campground's loops, you'll also be even further from the highway and be closer to the hiking trails. Banjo and I took an early morning hike on the Mount Randall hiking trail, which is a 2-mile out and back trail that starts right at the modern campground. This winding trail through the hardwood forest climbs up and over the wooded dunes and down to the Lake Michigan shoreline, just north of the parking area on the main beach. Actually, this hike and the spectacular display of trillium and other spring woodland wildflowers was my favorite part of our weekend camping at Warren Dunes. Here is a video of our hike with my daughter Aspen's song Winner and Loser from her second album Love Each Other Right. At the end, we'll close with a Lake Michigan sunset you won't want to miss. If you've enjoyed our video, please like it and subscribe to our channel. Have a great day and keep wandering.